Today on What Do You Want to Tell the World, disgraced former police officer Jeff Novotny sent John Klanch, the man whose civil rights he violated numerous times, Facebook friend requests. Stay tuned for more. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Clanch's channel. As always, if you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Now is the time I should probably remind you to give this video a like and to subscribe to the Clanch's channel for all the latest notifications. Today we are going to take another deep dive into the bullshit that is Facebook. As everybody knows, Facebook can sometimes be just a real shit show. The Clanch's Facebook isn't immune to this fuckery either. Nobody's Facebook is immune to this fuckery. Today's fuckery, of course, involves that fat piece of shit jackboot thug feral pig Jeff Novotny. Again. So now Jeff is stooping to even lower lows than anyone thought he could. In an obvious attempt to torture the Klanch even further, he thought it would be just a fucking bloody great idea to send him a Facebook friend request. But as anyone and everyone knows, the Klanch's quest for accountability knows no ends. He has proven, time after time, that Jeff Novotny picked the wrong guy to fuck with. Everybody knows that the Klanch is cooler than the other side of the pillow. He's just here, making the best of what's around. John Klanch, also known as the Klanch, is the Southmont chapter of the International Brotherhood of Groovy Motherfuckers Imperial Grand Poobah, and he takes being easy like Sunday morning more serious than a fucking cardiac infarction, and you can take that shit to the bank. So go pop some popcorn and roll a doobie. This is gonna be fucking interesting. Just so you aren't like Donnie, sitting there, out of your element, like a child that walks into a theater in the middle of a movie and wants to know. Jeff Novotny harassed John Klanch for several months in 2023. Not only did he pull him over outside of his jurisdiction for a constitutionally protected activity, he retaliated further after that. As if that wasn't enough punishment for the Klanch, Jeff decided to post up about 100 feet from the Klanch's humble abode. Sitting there constantly, like a tick feeding off of someone's taint. So, without further ado, let's get into the Facebook fuckery. Come on, let's get into it.
We will never be friends, Jeffrey. And I will tell you why. You thought you could flex your authority over me when you had no authority to do so. You really are the definition of a jackboot feral pig thug, and that is why I call you that. Nothing about what you did to me from the moment you first stopped me illegally out of your jurisdiction was okay, not by the law, and not by common human decency. And now, this stupid little gaslighting campaign you are going on, well, I was right to flip you off 2 years ago. You really need to reflect on your fucking actions then. Not mine. You sat on my street and stalked me. You towed my truck. And the whole time, for over a year of legal fighting, you still felt justified, even after you knew you fucked up. John H. Bryan was right, I did handle you like a boss. You are a little boy with a real anger problem. I wish I never met you that day, but I also thank God that I did because I exposed you. Maybe that's his plan for me. To go out and show the world the tyranny of the oppressors in our society? I don't know, but I do know this. He certainly never had Jeffrey Novotny, police sergeant, in his grand scheme, even if you thought he did. You really need to do some reflecting and some damn sit-ups for fuck's sake, Jeff. Man, you really let yourself go. Lose some weight, take care of your mental health. Talk about what hurt you so badly in your early life that you feel the need to go out and be a motherfucking bully to innocent people who you just don't fucking like.
And then he had minions claiming they would physically harm you, openly stating that. And then he says I was talking to my wife. Yeah, about you, in front of you, ignorantly. I get it, he was a cop long enough, and they teach you to change your profile pic to guy you're not harassing. LMAO, such immature behavior. Thank God, he isn't in possession of a cop card and badge anymore, not that that makes him less dangerous. He's the type who ends up on Nancy Grace. Because his temper got the best of him. Be safe, brother. Nothing about being scared. Just be careful. Cowards hide behind guns. And he's a perfect candidate.
Chris beautifully said.
Janine, thank you.
Chris, of course he did. He wants all of his jackboot thug feral pig buddies to know who I am so that if they ever see me, they can tune me up, tase me. Hell, maybe the next one will squeeze one off into my head while I am laying on the ground. It's way easier to hook up, handcuff in cops plane, a deceased perp than one that hasn't ever fought back physically. Hell, I even know to make like I am praying behind my back, because that's about the only time I am actively praying to God for some mercy, and guess what? So far, I've got none. Wonder why I have little faith in Sky Daddy to come and rescue me with some mercy? Or anyone for that matter. Imagine if someone in this community saw a cop hooking me up, they'd take their opportunity to come over and at least help me stop resisting. Bonus points for them if they can repeatedly kick me in the testicles whilst doing it. Because, you know, I swear in public and I call cops feral pigs. I deserve anything and everything I get from any member of law enforcement, in case you didn't know. Ask any of them. He's trying to change the narrative to evil predator baited cop and sued him. Okay, fine. I'm tired of trying to convince people I'm right when I know I am. I have the photocopy of the check and the money in the bank to prove I'm right. He has an unemployment claim that's about to run out.
John, you keep harassing after I've been retired for over a year. All you have to do is leave me alone, and you'll never have to worry about me again. Stop with the childish taunts, and just leave me alone. And I didn't send that friend request. It may have been a slip of the thumb. The videos were to tell my side of the story, and get you to just leave me alone. I want to be done with you. I don't even want to think about you. Just leave me alone.
Jeff Novotny. Just leave you alone? Boy oh boy, back in August and September of 2023, I really wanted left alone. And what did you do? Yes, that's right, you violated my constitutional rights. And yes, you got sued, not your department. The lawsuit says John Klanch versus Jeff Novotny. Not John Klanch versus Upper Yoder Township. Why you lying? Yeah, you might be getting support from some other jackboot feral pig thugs that are also rights violators. Your homeboy Greg LaMantia is now stalking me and filming me. Like, seriously, you cocksuckers have made this narrative out that I am a criminal that needs put down, when in reality, and this has been proven in court, you and the Upper Yoder Township Police Department have patterns and practices and customs that do violate people's rights. Like, seriously, are you fucking stupid or just ignorant? You weren't trying to keep the peace, and there were no children around that day, and regardless, I will flip a fucking child off. It's just not offensive in my world or most people's. Did you ever, even for a second, think to apologize to me? Did you ever once think, hey, I wrote him the tickets, I won't show up at court? Begin no, fuck no. You doubled down and had your police commissioner come to the appeals. That's why I hired Tom Dickey. Because I needed justice and I knew he was the only attorney capable of fighting for me. Turns out he didn't need to fight. The DA was the one who offered to drop these charges. Because she knew you and Blake and Olsavsky were harassing me and using your authority to do so. You are the worst kind of cop, and you are the worst kind of person. Again, you thought it was okay to violate my rights. You thought it was okay to steal my pickup truck too? Remember that? When my truck was parked where you were posted up to harass me. You charged me and you can't even prove that I parked the truck there, can you? No worries, I'll be seeing you in court real soon about that. Let me say this to you there feral pig. I promised you I would hold you accountable. You are not a cop because of this, either directly or indirectly. You said up there in your little word salad that your videos are to tell your side of the story, you know shit Sherlock. That's what my videos are for. How many times as a cop did you go on a call where someone was harassing someone, and instead of filing a charge, you tell the person who is being harassed to go ahead and document any future incidents so that way you have proof of further harassment? And how many of you fucking pigs are so goddamn but hurt that I am doing what I was instructed to do by law enforcement when I am being harassed? Document it. Remember, you and your feral pig buddies make my content. I'm not that creative, my content is all what you assholes do, and you just can't see the forest for the trees, can you? Basically at this point, Haas, you are at my mercy. And this campaign that you've been on to defame me even more, to change the narrative to make you look a little better, is really seriously compelling me to add these words to the next bit of paperwork I type. Jeffrey Novotny. In his professional and individual capacity. I'm taking your house, your precious Harley-Davidson and your new Dodge pickup truck. I'd suggest to you that you hire a competent municipal attorney to defend your personal assets. It sucks when someone holds you accountable to violating the law. You are having a really hard time with this, because you made a career out of harming people by holding them accountable to their crimes. And now you don't like it? I never signed a lease for that free apartment I have in your head. And at this point, you know all too well the point of me accepting an apology from you is long gone. That ended when Sarah Dishong licked your ear at the September 2023 meeting. You took the word of a junkie whore internet porno queen. I didn't forget about any of the shit you did to me. Is this, asshole's, truck? On your body cam? Dude, you were fucked. I think the funniest thing you said was that I was stalking you. That I drive by your house. Listen, Dick Cheese, I don't know where you live, but I should probably find out. I'm going to need to get appraisers in there. That place is gonna be mine. Because of what you did. You need to own that. You should probably inform Glenda and the kids that the risk of you losing their home is very real. And understand this, I didn't owe you this explanation. I gave it to you, because unlike you, I am not a dickhead. And I'm not fat either. You seriously should get that weight under control. And quit drinking. You look terrible. Eat clean. Stop chewing tobacco. Listen to the Grateful Dead. Stop being a MAGA fuck. You are a tyrant, you are a bully, you are an asshole, and you really fucked up. Accept it and try to do better for yourself and your family. Don't let the troubles in your head steal too much time, you'll soon be dead. The last thing I'm going to say is this. Had you not been caught, you'd still be out there, being a cop who thinks it's okay to pull someone over for constitutionally protected activity and then gaslight the person who you violated their rights to try to get them to not hold you accountable. That's really not a good look for you. But you do think you'd like to play ball with the law? Here comes the story: the hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame. For something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world.
Jeff Novotny. Oh, I'm gonna chime in on this bitch. 4 years you abused your badge and the communities that you took an sworn oath to protect. And now you're crying and whining saying you want left alone. Hey, guess what? We wanted left alone too. But you lied, harassed, discriminated, profiled, manipulated, abused your power, and now it's all being laid out. You stole the community's trust in law enforcement and turned people completely against the police. All because of your ego. Nah. You don't deserve to be left alone. People are sick of cops, like you. And now it's time to shine the light on abusive and dirty cops. It's completely gross and disgusting what you did, but talking to you is like talking to a blank wall. 'Cause you don't care about the damage you've done. Your big-headed psychopathic ego is too big to understand. It will never sink in with you.
Janine. Exactly. Now Jeff Novotny is classically gaslighting me. The narcissist is actively trying to change the story. Remember, he walked out of a funeral and thought it was appropriate to intimidate me. And yeah, now I am even more worried about him because, as he said, he's not a cop anymore, but he still carries that fucking little boy pew-pew around on him. Thank you so very much for saying this. You are a good person that sees this for what it is.
So how about that Facebook fuckery? Why did Jeff Novotny, after violating the Klanch's civil rights on numerous occasions, decide to begin harassing him at probably the most inappropriate of places? At a funeral, for Christ's sake. No worries, though. The Klanch is tenacious. Earlier today, he walked into the federal courthouse and he sued Jeff Novotny again. Like he promised he was going to do. Thank goodness there are good folks out there like the Klanch who teach bad jackboot thug feral pigs like former police sergeant Jeff Novotny the lesson that when you fuck around you'll find out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are going to get back to recommending songs for you to give a listen to on the Klanch's channel. Kind of a nice little gift from a Klanch to you. Today's song recommendation is from the Dave Matthews Band. The song is Typical Situation. Why are you different? Why are you that way? If you don't get in line, we'll lock you away. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you once again for stopping by. New content dropping all the time.